So it's currently a bit of a drag race for Boris on board Sea Explorer Yacht Club de Monaco. He's part of this second group here of 5 boats that you can see are just trying to stay ahead of this front, which is marked quite clearly on the weather models. Here we have the GFS model at 715 UTC, and they're currently sailing in this northwesterly wind ahead of the front, sailing very quickly towards the east. And there's also this front pack here, which are well ahead of the front, so they'll be able to hold on to that for the next 24 hours or so, while this backpack, which Boris is in, will only have it for the next few hours. We can see quite clearly this front on the satellite images. Here we have the infrared, and you can see it really nicely marked by this cloud. So this would be a really good indication for Boris to see when the wind will shift round to the southwest on the other side, and he'll have to jibe down like this towards the ice gate, which is just running along here. But we can have a look at what the weather's going to be like ahead of this. So here we have this is right now, and we can have a look at some of the features. So we can see that there's this very strong low here up to the northeast of the fleet, up by Tasmania. And basically what's going to happen is this low is going to move down towards the southeast and kind of well ahead of the fleet. And in its wake, you'll be left with this with quite a light, high pressure area, which is going to be quite complicated because you're obviously stuck between the ice gate and the light winds to the north. So if we skip forward 24 hours, we can see how that low pressure has moved out the way, and you can see this high pressure starting to form behind it. Not much gradient at all, not much wind, very complicated. And if we go forward another 2 days, so this is 72 hours from now, we can see how this high pressure has completely formed now, and as a result of being forced to sail very far south to get around the high pressure, you can see Boris is going to be forced to jibe back and forth closely along the ice gate to stay in the best wind possible. So between him and the 5 other boats around him, it's going to be a bit of a manoeuvres battle, who can keep up the highest number of jibes to stay in the best wind, but also to manage themselves, because this isn't going to be a quick process. It will be over 2 to 3 days, so they're going to have to keep up their energy levels through the whole time. If we overlay the routing of Maitre Croc, Yannick Besteven, who's currently in first, we can see that the leaders, although they're going to have this nice patch of good wind sailing because they're ahead of the front for the next 24 hours or so, beyond this they're going to be even more trapped by this high pressure. They're going to be jibing from here all the way to here, so they'll be jibing for the next 4 or 5 days potentially. So it's going to be a bit more work for them, and we'll have to see how it affects the standings and affects Boris's distance to first place.